Good morning, guys. Starting out with another freeze warning out there. It goes until 9 a.m. for most of our Missouri counties and northern Arkansas, where those temperatures are in the low to middle 30s again, putting those plants at a little bit of a risk. 35 degrees right now in Springfield with some cloud cover and some calmer winds. We are finding some light snow returns in northwest Arkansas. Could have a couple of flurries there. We did get a coating of snow in Harrison overnight. No road impacts, though. The ground temperatures are just too warm for that. But you might find it stick to some of the plants or maybe some patio furniture that you've got outside. It's 32 degrees in Branson, 33 in Monette, and 35 degrees in Springfield this morning. If you've been working from home, it might be a little bit chilly to take your work outside today on the patio. We're going to find those temperatures in the 40s for most of the day, mostly cloudy with that high near 50 degrees. So a mix of sun and clouds today and on the chilly side again. Another light freeze tonight with that low at 31 degrees. I expect another round of freeze warnings for at least part of the area. And then by tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 50s to about 60 degrees. So taking a step upward and keeping some clouds out there. Still below average, though, at 59 degrees with sunshine on Wednesday. Lower 60s on Thursday with increasing clouds. That's ahead of our next rain chance. We'll have some showers around on Friday, so we'll find those temperatures take a hit again, going back into the 50s. Then we'll get closer to average in the middle and upper 60s by the weekend and into early next week. One more freeze to get through tomorrow morning, and then the overnight lows will not be as cold, going towards the upper 30s and lower 40s through the rest of the 7-day forecast. So some clouds out there today and chilly again, more sunshine tomorrow, but we start with a light freeze. Temperatures going to the upper 50s, lower 60s on Thursday with rain starting to arrive by Thursday night into Friday. For now, it looks like we keep a rain chance on Saturday with more sunshine on Sunday. Joe, Lauren.
Every morning, we want to give you the latest numbers on COVID-19 here locally and around the region. In Missouri, there are just under 4,400 positive cases, including 114 deaths. In the state of Arkansas, it is reporting nearly 1,500 cases and 30 deaths. Greene County's numbers did not change, as we still have 79 cases with 8 deaths, same as yesterday. However, the health department says 3 more people have recovered, making that total 37 to date.
The Webster County Health Unit has announced the county's 5th confirmed positive case. The county says the case is community spread from Greene County and is a relative of another confirmed case. This person was already in quarantine and will continue to be until medically cleared.
Weekend, the first Arkansas state prisoner tested positive for COVID-19. There are currently more than 50 positive cases of coronavirus within the Federal Bureau of Prison System in Missouri and Arkansas, with no deaths that we know of. Soap is available in prisons and cells. For medical center prisons like the FedMed here in town, factories have begun production of cloth face masks, non-surgical medical gowns, and packaging hand sanitizer. Nationwide, inmate movement has dropped by 92% from this time last year. Here's what Greene County Sheriff Jim ARNOTT told our own David Oliver 2 weeks ago about our local jail here.
We do that every day and have had to do that for 50 years, because one thing that you have a large amount of people in one location. So before we screen for bed bugs and lice and other types of diseases, now we're just adding COVID-19 on top of it and basically cleaning everything with disinfectant in the booking area and doing a very good screening of inmates that come in. And if we do a good job at that as much as we can, we're going to eliminate the chances of someone getting affected on the inside.
22 Greene County deputies have self-quarantined and 18 are now back at work.
Girl Scouts of the Missouri Heartland have created a new way for members to stay connected during this stay-at-home order. And this morning's Color 10's Nija McDonald joins us to tell us how. Nija.
Well, good morning, Joe. Through Girl Scouts at Home, this is actually, here we go, here's Girl Scouts. Through Girl Scouts at Home, whether they're registered Girl Scouts or not, girls now have access to the group's online activities as a way to stay inspired and engaged even at home. Now, the program includes online badge work for Daisies to Ambassadors, which includes kindergarten through 12th grade. The organization is also working on an online segment called Girl Talks, where women from all careers will share their stories and provide encouragement during this challenging time. The Girl Scout experience includes activities on STEM, outdoors, life skills, and entrepreneurship.
There is a specific badge it's for the zombie badge, and so for the zombie badge, we went out in our backyard and we spent the night in a tent. It was really fun.
Well, you actually just heard from a local Girl Scout, and as you see, Evangeline and her sisters Abigail and Nora are all part of Troop 71354. Now, for more information on how to access the Girl Scouts virtual programming, visit our website at ozarksfirst.com.
All right, thank you, Nigel. Some news around the region for you. Due to a shortage of personal protective equipment, Benton County, Arkansas is providing supplies for the Rogers Fire Department. The gear will help first responders protect themselves a little better. The county was able to give large quantities of gloves, masks, gowns, hand sanitizer, and sanitation wipes.
It's greatly important. Everybody is short on personal protective equipment, and so having this equipment provided to us helps us out quite a bit.
We also have some news around America now. Rutgers University says healthcare workers could soon have access to another test for the coronavirus. The university announced the FDA has approved a test developed in one of its labs. The test uses the saliva of patients to analyze for the virus. They believe it will allow more people to be screened than the current method, which uses nose and throat swabs. The scientists also claim their test will put fewer healthcare professionals at risk of infection. Rutgers says the FDA granted emergency use authorization to its lab, the first such approval granted by the agency.
And going around the world now, healthcare workers in Mexico City are demanding more protective gear as hospitals continue to receive more patients. Dozens of nurses, doctors, and other personnel carried signs and shouted for assistance during a protest, and Mexico has actually seen increasing protests in recent weeks as this epidemic spreads. Mexico has also reported more than 5,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and more than 300 deaths.
In more local news, due to state cuts to higher education funding, OTC is having to get creative in hopes of saving more money for the long term. That's why the college is offering eligible employees an incentive if they choose to retire. Employees 60 or older with at least 5 years of service, or those with 25 years of service altogether or more, are eligible. They can choose to receive $500 for every year they worked full-time at the college, or 2 years of paid health insurance. At this time, OTC has raised tuition for all students, but has also lowered online course fees. Here's a look now at what's coming up after Daybreak.
Coming up, we talk with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo about his plan to reopen the hardest hit state. Plus, actress and singer Rita Wilson's first interview since she and husband Tom Hanks recovered from coronavirus. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
All right, big time trends happening this morning, right?
Yeah, yesterday we told you about some of the storms and tornadoes that hit on Easter Sunday. Second round came through yesterday, and as people in the southern part of New England are waking up today, still a ton of power outages. At their peak, it was close to 90,000 and still about 30,000 people in the dark in Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
Goodness.
What they found out of this was those non-thunderstorm wind gusts were over 50 miles per hour. Some non-thunderstorm wind gusts got to 75 miles per hour. Just for reference, when there are severe thunderstorm warnings issued, that's issued for winds over 60 miles per hour. So pretty widespread damage just because of that.
That's an unbelievable amount right there. Another trend happening right now, talking about the stimulus checks that people are getting. 80 million Americans are actually going to get them tomorrow. If you're one of the 80 million, it's through direct deposit. You may notice it in your bank already. It's not there yet. There's a hold on it that the banks will put on for 2 days because it's such a large sum of money that would go into your account so quickly. So 80 million Americans get that first round of checks officially tomorrow.
If you have questions too, you can visit our website here. Clears up a few things.
Certainly. Lisa, one last check of our forecast. So cold to start today.
Yeah, another freeze warning this morning. Still a little bit chilly this afternoon with that high around 50 degrees. A little bit warmer tomorrow, but we'll have another freeze to start.
All right, everyone. Stay warm, stay inside on this Tuesday.